grateful to you. And to my dozen or so regular coaching buddies who supported me over the decades, and to all those who have organized weekend coaching workshops and many more things. In the Jewish wisdom book, the Talmud, it says, as much as the student wishes to learn, even more does the teacher wish to teach. And I've had the great joy of coaching quite a few of you. And the even greater joy of knowing that a good number of you have passed on those teachings to others. It was interesting to notice that a number of you knew that MIT stands for most important thing. I thought that was an in-joke, but I guess not. So what's the 5-minute essence of what I most want to pass on? A great Hasidic rabbi, Rabbi Zusha, came to his followers and said that he was about to die, and he was afraid. He said, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of the question that the angels will ask me about my life. They're not going to ask me, Zusha, why weren't you Moses leading your people out of slavery? They're not going to ask me, Zusha, why weren't you Joshua leading your people into the promised land? They're going to ask me the one question I have no answer to. They will say, Zusha, there was only one thing that no power could have kept you from doing. Zusha, why weren't you Zusha? Pablo Casals, the great cellist, said, why do we teach our children that 2 and 2 is 4 and that Paris is the capital of France, when we could be saying to them, do you know what you are? You are a marvel. You are unique. In all these millions of years, there's never been another child exactly like you. And look at your legs, your arms, your fingers. You're capable of anything. And knowing that, when you grow up, could you then harm another who, like you, is also a marvel? I believe that Casals is right. We are all marvels. In our essence, we are good, we are smart, capable of learning anything with enough time, persistence, and help. We are powerful, loving, cooperative, and eager to live big lives. So what gets in the way? I believe it is unhealed emotional hurt. And some of that hurt is accidental. A parent dies, an earthquake destroys a community, but much more of it is systematic, inflicted on us by a society that needs different groups of us to play particular roles, to be oppressed by some groups and to be oppressors to others. And these hurts, these threats, these bribes are reinforced every day. We are manipulated day after day to feel bad, stupid, powerless, and all the rest. And we're all too likely to end up wanting to just put our heads down and get by. So how can we resist? We have to do 3 things. First of all, we have to join together to resist those messages, because alone, any one of us can succumb to them. But together, we can remember for each other. 2, we have to heal the hurts. And 3, we have to help other people resist and heal. So we're facing this enormous task, this Goliath of society. Do we have a slingshot? We have storytelling. Like every art form, storytelling can remind us of our true nature and helps restore us to our true selves. And storytelling does this in 2 major ways. First of all, with the content of particular stories. And second of all, with the processes of storytelling, things like imagining and listening. Now, in terms of content, we can tell stories that promote love, or just as easily, that promote hate. So in terms of content, storytelling is neutral with regard to values. But the processes of storytelling, they are not value neutral. For example, what's the key tool for healing emotional hurt? It's to be listened to deeply and non-judgmentally. And the process of story listening gives people an experience of how to listen like that. These storytelling processes, they're not as forceful as story content. So if stories are like these strong ocean waves, then story processes are gentle prevailing winds. I call on us all to get clear on the true nature of storytelling and the true needs of society. Because only then can we fully understand how our art form can be applied to help shape a better future. Now, the good news is we don't need to agree on the exact nature of storytelling or of society, but we do need, every one of us, to apply our minds to the nature of both society and storytelling. There is a choice that no one can prevent us from making. We can choose to face the pain of reclaiming our true selves, and to face the daunting tasks of promoting both the stories of our true nature and the liberating processes of storytelling. So here's the question to answer about your life. Will you spend your life trying to be someone else? Or will you fully embrace the marvel that you, and you alone, are capable of being?